And welcome back to another combat showcase here. We're going to be doing the Blackpit's oil blob fight over here. There are currently no oil blobs, but they will be here soon. So a lot of people, before we get started, just have an issue with this. I'm going to save real quick, just reload after this little demo. A lot of people seem to have issue with Gwydian dying in this, like he'll just run into the fire. I've never really had an issue with that. But if you are one of the people who have an issue with it, I'm just going to show you a real quick way to fix it. You just take him and you teleport him like over here. Okay, you can do it mid-combat, that's fine. Or mid-conversation, I mean. Or you can do it mid-combat, that's also fine. You can just skip through that. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. You do that, and then Gwydian he runs off. He runs away. He goes back to his family over by where you probably saved them. Maybe you let them die, I don't know. But he runs off. And then you're free to do this encounter without him running into fire. Alright? That's not what I'm going to do, though, because I think having him there actually helps, because he does kill some stuff. He does take a little bit of aggro, and is good. Alright, so we are not going to be teleporting him away for the rest of this video purposes. What we are going to do, though, we can boost him up, which is always very nice. That's why I have Sabine doing the conversation, because she doesn't have any buffs to give. Alright, so we'll do that. We'll also boost up Sabine while she's here. Now, one thing I will say, and we should check over here. Yeah, okay, so I don't have anybody that I'm going to do this with. But one thing you can do to make this encounter quite a bit easier. First off, I did put put water everywhere. I used rain to put water up here. That's all you really need. But if you have water up here, you can summon water totems on the water, like throughout the combat. Like you don't even need them to be like a high summoning level. Like just 1 or 2 points into summoning, throw a totem out. They'll shoot at a very long range because they have the high ground, and water is a very good damage type for this whole encounter. Alright, so let's see, Gideon's all boosted up. Let's boost up Sabine. Also, if you have a custom character, not an origin character, their protective dome up here will also help out quite a bit. It restores armor, gives you resistance to everything. It's only like 10% resistance, but it helps. Every little bit adds up. Alright, so we are going to get the dialogue to... oh, okay. Where is it? I want to do this slow, so I don't accidentally go too fast. Alright, we're at the end point. So what we're going to do is, at the beginning here, it's just the Magisters, and then as we go, the oil blobs pop in. Isn't there a Magister over here? Yeah, there's a Magister over here. She's new as of Definitive Edition, I think. Anyway, we're not going to deal with her. So we have this guy, and this guy to start off. There's a guy over here wandering around somewhere. He can wander into battle, but for the most part he's not a big issue to be concerned about. He'll probably die fighting the blobs. Now if you have a melee character, this would be the time to like swap out some stuff. You can swap out skills. You don't need to be locked into the same ones the whole game. But you can swap out some skills just to make a melee ranged character a little bit better here, or more useful here. For example, Bone Cage, don't need it. There's almost no physical damage in this encounter. Which means I'm also not going to really need Fortify. It can help with like burning, but I have him using Bless, because Bless can help out a lot here. Once again, Overpower, it uses 3 source points. I'm going to want to use Bless, so I'm going to take that out. Mosquito Swarm range damage in this is great. Those are also going to help out a lot. Just move some stuff around. And Rain as... oh, why does he have Rain memorized? That's weird. Maybe it had to have been equipment. Anyway, and then just being able to move enemies and allies around the battlefield is going to help out quite a bit. We got Bless on Losa. Fane's got all his own stuff. Bless there, and I can't check Sabile's because she is in combat. Alright, so we have that all set. We're going to boost up this part of the party. Do our typical spam bedroll, and then haste on yourself. F4-1. Okay. So Gwydian, a lot of people seem to think that he just runs into fire and dies. I've never really had that issue. Now granted, okay, yeah, another thing. Another issue is a lot of people will get here under-leveled, drastically under-leveled. Like, he's level 13, he's level 14. I think all these magisters are 13. Yeah, all the little magisters are 13, and all these blobs are 13. Okay, so we've got everything's 13, and then Magister Jonathan is 14. Okay, so you want to be at least level 13 when you get here. I see a lot of people complaining about this being a terribly difficult fight, and they're doing it at like level 12, which you can do it at level 12. I think the lowest I've done this is 11. Like, I want to just get off the boat, come do this, and I did it at like 11, maybe 12. Maybe I think I entered at 11 and I leveled up to 12 mid-fight is what the lowest I've done it was. But you want to be as high level as you can when you do this, because it's not that it's difficult enemies, there's just a lot of enemies, and the fight goes on and on and on. Okay? So I am at level 16, which is close to the highest level you're going to get in Act 2. You can squeeze out level 17 near the end, but I don't think you can get to 17 before this fight. Like, this fight is included in what you need to get to 17. So I'm doing this at, like, the highest level I can, and for this fight and the fights going on in this area later on, I would suggest doing that last in Act 2. It's just going to make your life a lot easier. All that nonsense being said, we're going to just actually start killing stuff, get the combat tactics out of the way. So this guy, he's got low physical armor, decently high magic armor. We have the high ground. That's going to deal 392. That is more than enough to knock him down with one arrow. Once we get our first target out of the way for this round, we go to the next target. He's got 202. Magic armor is his easiest armor to beat, so we're going to beat his easiest armor, get him out of the way for this turn. And then we're just going to use haste on the only person other than herself who doesn't have haste. Alright, so now his turn skipped. Losa now. I think I'm just going to... I was going to say I'm going to try and get rid of Magister Jonathan, but I actually don't want to move around on this electricity any more than I absolutely have to. So we're just going to do some ranged attacks there. And as much as I hate wasting AP, I think I'm going to just end my turn with 3 AP here, because there's not a whole lot of useful stuff that I can do at this point. Yeah, because none of these actually, hold on. This guy, I think from there, can jump up here. So I am going to knock him out. And then I'm going to end my turn there. Now with Fane, they're all actually really evenly spread out, so it's going to be hard to hit him with a big AoE. But Jonathan is right here. I'm going to hit him with this, but I'm going to hit it in a way that it freezes the ground beneath us, just so we don't have to worry about that electric stuff hitting us for a tiny bit of damage every turn. And now that he's there, I do have Torturer, so that will... I guess I was going to say that'll poison him through armor. He doesn't have armor. I don't know why I started with that point. We're going to do that, get him some more damage over time. I want to use Ignition, but then, like, the ice tactic will just be ruined, so let's not do that just yet. I'm just going to also end his turn. Or, I'm going to take him and just swap him with that oil voidling, because that will not wake up the voidling, and it'll put him farther away from us and slowed, which is what we want. Alright, now I'm going to delay Red Prince's turn. Now Red Prince, if you remember, he is the tank of our classic RPG team setup, which I don't recommend having a tank in this game, let alone like a designated person who's just there to be a tank. So if you are stubborn with that, you want to have a big tanky melee character, one-hand shield. It's not undoable, it's just one of the weakest... God, I hate that range. It's just one of the weakest setups you can have. But if you are going to do that, I recommend having him have a lot of like support skills. Like I can root enemies and then blind them. Like deflective barrier is great. Got a lot of crowd control. Got Shackles of Pain mixed with reactive armor is actually decent damage. Atrophy, a lot of mobility skill, 2 mobility skills. Like just have them be support. All right, if you're gonna insist on having a tank, have them be support. On that note, Jonathan's right there, and I I'll have plenty of time to crowd control him, actually. So I'm not going to worry about him too much. I am, however, going to be worried about this guy dying right on top of me. So I'm going to send him over there. And then I'm going to hop over here. So that's not necessarily body blocking them. They can still get by, but they'll get opportunity attacked if they try. And then I'm going to just hit them with this, because the second half of this fight, fire is not going to do much. So if you got fire damaging stuff, use it early. Okay, so Gwydian's slipping right there. That was kind of annoying for him to be doing that, but that could be worse. And yeah, and the voidlings also fight the magisters. It's a three-way fight. It's not just you versus them. Like it's all everybody hates everybody type of deal. He has already jumped. This guy has not jumped yet, so I'm gonna try and kill this one. Actually, how much damage does my base do? 339, and I have high ground. Yeah, he's dead. Alright, I'm gonna actually not kill any more voidlings. Well, I'm gonna have to kill it. Yeah. This one's gonna burn to death on its own, and that one's already jumped. Yeah, so I'm gonna delay her turn. This guy's turn's going to be wasted just getting out of the oil. Again, we teleported him there for that reason, so his next turn would be wasted. Now this guy might actually go aggro him, so by putting him over there, it's also taking this guy out of the fight for us. Out of our fight, anyway. We're going to throw this one over there. Again, it's this top square is the area that I want to maintain as much control over as possible. That is why I skipped Spiel's turn, so that she could still do stuff this turn. Do I have line of sight to them? Yes, 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 yes. Okay. I am going to use time. I don't want to use time warp, though. That's the thing. Alright, I'm going to waste adrenaline on this. I'm going to use adrenaline. Make it rain over there. And then we're going to hit them. Oh, I can't hit him at that angle. We're going to hit a lot of people. Well, I guess we're missing that one. And then we're missing that. Okay, so we're missing 2 of these 4. And we're missing that one and that one. Okay, so we're hitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're hitting 5 people with Superconductor. So that is going to take out this whole group for a turn. I don't think it's going to take this one out yet, because he's just shocked. He's just shocked, yeah. So that's why I was a little upset that Red didn't have rain earlier, because him being able to do that now would be great. Alright, 184. Does this even do 184? It can do 184. I do get a little bit of high ground damage, so there we go. And I think he's just going to jump. I think these 2 are both just going to jump up here, so I don't think I have to worry about them. And that one's there. Okay. Yeah, I'll just toss a shield. Like it comes back quick. I don't need to worry about wasting it. I am going to end my turn with 2 skill points, or 2 action points left, though. He can jump that far, son of a bitch. I keep forgetting. Like I was just complaining about it a minute ago. Yeah, these ones only jump up to this corner for some reason. The big ones don't do the jump, but they can launch ranged attacks at you. I think, yeah, he just doesn't want to come up through the fire, which is good. Okay, so this little shit here, we can come over here. Now, because he ran through all the electrified water, we don't have to worry about that zapping us. I just don't want to be in the explosion when he blows up in a second here. Yeah, he blows up, gets cursed fire. I just didn't want to deal with that. Can't hit that one. It only has 300 health. If I go here... That should be in melee range, right? Target is too far. Son of a bitch. Alright, well... Alright. So yeah, Gwydian, he pretty much just goes back and forth. Oh, he didn't even attack? Are you kidding me? He normally just goes back and forth between, like, a shock blast and then throwing knife. That's usually what he does. It's not a lot, but it helps a little. Okay. Okay. Ooh, we have the fire voidlings already. That was faster than I thought. Now all this surface area has to change real quick. I think it's going to explode just because they're on it, right? I thought so. Maybe not. But we... Yeah, we're going to make them bleed. A little bit of fire. That'll combust it all. And that'll hurt the oil ones, and it will damage him a little bit. Okay, so at this point, because the fire voidlings have entered the combat, it's just the whole map is going to be fire. You really can't do anything about that. You can keep this area not completely free, but you can keep it with some pockets where you can keep your people positioned to not take damage. Once again, because there's a lot of chaotic shit here, I'm going to delay Sabil's turn. Yeah, because he's got to waste his whole turn going through that fire, or trying to not go through the fire as much as possible. So he's not really a threat. Okay. Yep. Fane used Adrenaline last turn. So he's a little bit stuck here. That does 276. They do have 50% Earth resistance. They used to have 100% Earth resistance before Definitive Edition. That made this fight a lot harder than it currently is. Back then, it was actually kind of rough because the standard wizard setup was just completely useless the second half of the fight. Like, you had to swap out, like, all your skills. Okay. I think I'm going to take him and Sabil and swap them. And then... You know what? We're going to have Red go on a little trip, I think, because his wings will help him get back here pretty quickly. Okay, and that's all he's going to do for this turn. I'll throw that just for the retribution. It doesn't do much, but it might be enough to make this guy not want to attack me. Yep, that's it for that. Oh, he's going to burn. Smack. Okay. Yeah, everything's gonna blow up. Like, you can't avoid that. Like, it's just gonna happen. That's weird, he's not coming up towards us. Did he just mess up his leap? That was odd. Alright, so we can knock that one down, or kill it. Didn't realize that one was gonna die from that attack. Not really much we can do without landing Losa or Sabil into a pile of fire. Wait, isn't that Magister still down here? Ugh. I guess the build's up pretty late in the turn order. Let's just kill that one. And then we'll do that. And then because I don't want this one to just kill me right after, we'll give it the old chicken treatment. And end our turn there. Okay, this is the Magister that just wanders around that I said could enter combat. So he does, in fact, enter combat this time. Alright, now Gwydian he's taking some damage, but he's not like, oh my god, he's gonna die level of damage. He's taking some damage. Okay. And that is precisely why we brought things like Bless. I'm an idiot. I thought he was just normal burning. The point still stands. He's not that big of a hindrance. Alright, that guy is shocked, so we are going to stun him. Try not to kill him just yet. Let the fire kill him on his turn. That way his turn is just completely wasted. Even if that guy attacks red, it's not a big deal, so I'm not going to worry about him. That one's knocked down. He's not getting to us anytime soon. And this one is also shocked, so we will stun him. Looks like he is going to feign. Or red. Why I keep calling everybody the wrong name. Okay. There's a chicken there. Didn't think that would kill the chicken. Like, I was actually getting ready to say, alright, we're not going to kill the chicken, but we'll do a little bit of damage to it. Nope, we just killed the chicken. Don't see that Magister that was over here before, so we'll head over here. I don't want to get slowed, so we're going to just move as much as we can without going through the oil, and don't think we can really attack anything from here. Alright, that'll end our turn with her. He's going to burn to death, no problem. This guy's going to waste another turn or two just getting to us, so he's a non-issue. Alright, this guy's got to go. He should burn to death on his next turn. I don't want these, well, I don't want that guy. I don't want the fire blobs to move around in the fire, so we are going to root them. And we're going to try to get ourselves in a position to fly back without getting into fire. Alright. Feign. Can Dust Blast and hit a bunch of them there. Okay, that one, that one, that one. It's not going to hit that one. Yeah, that'll hit quite a few. And it'll kill a couple of them. Not a lot, but it killed a couple. Oh yeah, these guys have fire source skill there. And he re-cursed Gwydian. Alright, so this is the most hurt I've ever seen Gwydian. Like, ever. Of course he gets really messed up when I'm trying to be like, yeah, he doesn't get hurt that much. So I am going to heal him there. And I'm going to heal him again. I'm going to use Adrenaline to reapply Encouraged. And then we're gonna hit him with an Armor of Frost. And then we're gonna knock this guy out with Chloroform. I didn't even see that one down there. I mean, it is kind of faded because my characters are so far away, but still. Alright, this big dummy, okay. Oh shit, I didn't want to go into the oil. It's taking so slow. Alright, I don't think that added an extra action point to that movement though, so that's good. We do have a voidling there. She has none of her movement. Oh, does this get rid of slowed? Yes, it does. Sabiel's source skill just gets rid of a bunch of status effects. Most of the time, I forget that it's there. But the times that I remember, I'm like, oh yeah, I can do that. Alright, we're gonna do that. We're gonna take some damage with Sabiel to kill this one here. I think that'll kill this one here. Nope. Alright, so we got red here. We got... Can't do much about that one, or that one, or that one. We can do something about that one this turn, though. Now, this is a fire voidling, so we can Medusa head him if we wanted. I believe the earth ones are immune to being petrified. Oh, wait, did I? I thought I targeted him. Doesn't matter. Anyway, we're just gonna move that one over there, I guess. And we'll kill him with Tentacle Lash. The Tentacle Lash was always part of the plan. I think I just thought I clicked the first teleport, and I didn't. Alright, and then we can nether swap this guy with red. So there are 2 of them over there, both fire voidlings, 2 down here. This one is actually the biggest threat. We gotta get rid of this guy here. 339. Yeah, with high ground, that should drop their armor. Yeah, he's just gonna run away and heal. I mean, he didn't have a whole lot of damage to heal, but yeah. Alright, Gwydian's back up and walking. Normally he'll just sit in the corner and throw a dagger and shoot electricity at people. I don't know what's gotten into him today. Like, honestly, like, legitimately, he's usually much more useful than this. Okay. And still can't hit that one. That one's gonna die, though. These 2 are just gonna kill each other, which is fine with me. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Run around over there. Alright. And now we've just got one. Oh, we got this big one to deal with. Fane's gonna be going. I think he should be able to handle that one just fine. Let's head over here. See if that puts these guys in range. It does not. Okay. Red's tanky, and he's a little bit fire resistant, so he'll be fine. Oh, and he can fly over the fire. I forgot about that part. Yeah, wings, you go over it. Not with other skills, but if you were to just walk over, he would actually fly over. And that would not have been an issue. And because I know the one over here is a fire voidling, we're going to put that up to petrify anything that comes my way. Alright, and this guy is not any kind of status affected. We're going to go chilled. And then I usually don't like doing this, but I'm going to use some consumables in a video. I'm just going to launch a water balloon. That should freeze him. Yep. Alright, good. Gwyd, do something. I mean, I guess, yeah, I know for my own thing I'm out of range, so. Alright, and let's see if we can get in range over here. Beautiful. That one's dead, and now all that's left is this Magister that only red can deal with, apparently. There we go. And then we're just gonna slowly hack away at this guy until he dies. Fun stuff, right? Yeah, yeah. Some basic dialogue bubbles from Gwyd. Okay, there you go. Now I'm gonna... I don't know what I'm gonna do, actually. Let's, did I already hit bless on her? She doesn't have any healing. I don't want to waste a scroll reviving her. The fire will burn out in like 20 seconds. I'll just go through the dialogue. 11111. And then you can loot the bodies and such. And because that was a long encounter, I'm actually going to just do that one for this video, especially because I did like a step-by-step, like why I'm doing each move and all that, which I feel like is what the original intent was with the series, and I kind of didn't do that. But anyway, we still got some other stuff in the Blackpits to do before we go to Act 3. There is a little encounter here with like level 16 enemy, which is one of the highest in Act 2. And then the stuff over here in this cave we gotta do still. And that is... Actually, the one in the cave might be the hardest encounter of Act 2. It's not the highest level, and it's close to it, but it's still probably the hardest encounter of Act 2. So we'll be doing that next time. Hopefully faster than the get between this and the demon video. Alright.